Kill Tone called me back. Should check the app. See what's good.
Stop me if you've heard this before. Spider-Man chases villain through city. Millions of dollars of property damage follow. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino's rampage, then the bridge disaster. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the Tinkerer. I say those two should get a room, preferably a prison cell, and hash out their differences in private, somewhere very, very far from New York. And I don't just mean Jersey. I'm talking Oregon or even Alaska. And maybe I could have one peaceful night at home watching the Great Wakandan Cook-Off without getting interrupted by my fire escape being torn off the side of my building. Darn it, that reminds me. Jared, did you send my DVR?
Can't let that feast truck get looted. They need those supplies. Man, I know you guys are criminals, but this is despicable, even by your standards.
Get out of here, Spider-Man! This ain't got nothing to do with you! Gotcha! I think they called their friend. Gotta get some bait. Nowhere to run, Spider-Man! Show me what you got, freak! Open the hell up! I'm not gonna ask again! Chances of letting them win! You'll pay for that! Anything forward! Open that damn door! No way in hell I'm letting you in! Eat this! Make this easy for me and I'll let you in! Come here and try that! We lost one! Get in my sight! Chances of letting them win! Spider-Man can't save you! Only I don't win!
That's all of them. Come out.
I'll remember this. Spider-Man looks out for the little guy.
Hey, nephew. Meet me at the docks in Hell's Kitchen.
I'll be there. What am I gonna do about Finn? I talking to her again? Could meet her somewhere. Science Center or Trinity Church. No! She knows I lied to her now. She won't want to see me.
Hey, Dana fans. For the last few weeks, Harlem has had a series of bad breaks. The attack on C.J. Walker Park to be one. Spider-Man intervened to protect the neighborhood, but he didn't do it alone. I'm here with Genki Lee, the Harlem local who helped Spider-Man save the neighborhood.
It felt really good to help people out. Even better when we found out Wilson Fisk was behind it. Shutting him down is a career highlight for me. And Spider-Man.
I bet. How did you guys stumble on the conspiracy?
By talking to people in the neighborhood. They were all looking out for each other, which helped us look out for them. Teo, Caleb, Camila, Haley, Steph, Gloria, if you're listening, thank you.
I checked with Wilson Fisk's parole officer, who confirmed the big guy is under tighter security and will likely get some time tacked onto his prison sentence. Genki, and everyone in Harlem, thanks for looking out. Till next time, friends, remember to change your toothbrush every 3 months. Goodbye.
I gotta call you back. All right, Miles. Spill it. Give me the whole situation.
Finn, Roxxon, Underground. It's just a lot, you know?
You're 17. You're stressed. And you're a superhero. You gotta cut yourself some slack. You still making beats?
And not much since I started this.
Work-life balance, kid. Most important thing. Here. Little project your dad and I started back in the day. Our mixtape. Had rhymes ready and everything.
How come I never heard about this?
'Cause we never finished. We sampled street noise around the way. Wanted the city to be our beat. But your dad had the masters. And after things went bad between us... But you can finish what we couldn't. Plus, it'll take your mind off work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do I do?
Load that up. I'll walk you through it. I'll set up holograms to guide you. Scan the source.
Holograms, huh? You stealing my moves?
This was in my playbook before you were even born, young blood.
Okay. Don't think about Finn. Focus on sounds. Clear my head.
Scan the holograms and it'll unlock files on that drive I gave you. Help you figure out which sound you're looking for. Now try and find the original sound and grab a clean sample. Need to be a little closer to get your levels right. Good sound, but it's muffled. Try and get a clear line of sight. Now try and find the original sound and grab a clean sample. But not quite what we're looking for. Make sure you've got a clear line of sight. Don't want any distortion. There you go. Yeah, that's it. rest of the sounds you need are spread across the city. I left a few messages for you, too, to help you get a feel for each location.
Oh, dope.
Not now. Hey, get something you like?
Yeah, really unique dynamics.
See? Old man still knows his stuff.
And you were right about clearing my head, too. I know what to do about Finn. I gotta see her. Try to talk her out of all this.
In person? Where?
Trinity Church. Tomorrow night. Why so interested?
Because you got a target on your back the size of Jersey.
You don't have to protect me.
Someone should.
You know, you said you never finished this tape because of how things went bad between you and Dad. What actually happened between you two?
It was complicated. We were too similar and too different. Finish the tape, get all the samples, and you'll hear the whole story. Promise.
All right, thanks, Unc.
Trinity Church. Remember, Tinker is yours, but leave the boy alone.
Man, I needed that. I was beat. Okay, I'm gonna call Finn. Soon as I'm ready to go. Glad my gear survived the move. Who doesn't love an ohm meter? Nobody. That's who. I wish you were still here, Rick. Me and Finn could definitely use your advice. Things were a lot simpler back then. Mom? Genki? Anyone home? Think it's just me. Think that's a well-out protest back in the day. Political fire runs in the family. Bet Abuela has some choice words about our current situation with Roxxon. Mom's room's starting to look like Mom's room. Bathroom's been a little crowded with me, Mom, and Genki all here. Mom's killing it. No way she's gonna lose. Hard to think of Ma as a little kid. A little music would be nice. Gotta ask Uncle Aaron where he got this. Kinda nice to have the apartment to myself. Bridge attack didn't slow Mom down at all. I'm not careful. Genki's gonna turn into Mom's sidekick. All right, time to call Finn. Hope she answers.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Finn, hey, we need to talk. In person.
So you can lie to me again?
So I can make this right. Please. Meet me at Trinity Church. No more lies. I promise.
If you're screwing with me... Fine. I'll see you there.
At least she's willing to meet. Okay, Trinity Church. Let's go.
Your dad and I fell asleep listening to this sound every night when we were kids. It's got a good beat.
Okay. Something rhythmic that was around when Dad and Uncle Aaron were little. I love that rhythm, but the court usually clears out at night.
Feel my ears. Little mops these days.
I think it's back there. Maybe something mechanical? Yeah, that's it.
You probably don't know this, but your dad and I grew up not far from here, before we moved to Brooklyn in high school. Hearing the clatter of the wheels, the squealing when the trains turn or stop, always makes me think of me and your dad's late night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up. I wanted to be a space alien. Dad's dream changed. Doctor, firefighter, social worker. But he always wanted to help people.
Yeah, sounds like Dad.
Hello, friends. This is the Danicast with our debates.
That's your intro? Lame! We in the business call that burying the lead. Hype it up! Let me ask you something, Danny. Do you ever think about what you're inciting? About your journalistic integrity?
More than some.
Because your campaign against Roxxon is baffling to an actual journalist like myself. You should be attacking the young, unproved vigilante who keeps causing problems in Harlem.
What? You twist everything Spider-Man does into something malicious while simultaneously excusing everything Roxxon does wrong. All Spider-Man needs for you to support him is to get a better PR department.
The only problem Spider-Man fixes are the ones he causes. I won't praise the arsonist for putting out his fire. Meanwhile, Roxxon built a beautiful plaza in a failing neighborhood.
By tearing down homes and businesses, our new Spider-Man is proving that Harlem isn't the failure Roxxon makes it out to be. And you, Mr. Jameson, for someone who claims to love New York, you sure do seem to hate New Yorkers.
You are clearly emotional, young lady, so I'm invoking the mercy rule on this debate. Jared, shut it down. And whose idea was it to debate a teenager? There are no good optics to destroying a child. Get the car. I need a hot stone massage.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Well, thanks for the debate that you demanded, Mr. Jameson. To everyone else, remember to stand up every half hour while working at a computer. Bye!
This is a good one. Me and your dad used to hang around here. Listen while the whole station came alive. That's what you need.
Something at the station. Don't think that's what he wants me to find. But I like it for another track.
I think hanging around here is how your dad got the idea to be a cop. I said, man, you're not uptight enough for that job. He wanted to make things better from the inside. Pretty sure he died trying.
You did make things better, Dad. And so will I.
This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own. Loud in a group.
Loud in a group? How did Dad record this? Was he a pigeon whisperer?
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day. Someone dropped a hot dog. You know how that goes. Plate was swarming with pigeons. The dad stopped cold. He said, Aaron, man, that's music. Listen. Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan looking for beats. Like you are now.
I remember the first time they showed me how to sample. Uncle Aaron had the ear, and Dad had the ear for music.
Your mom lived here right after college. You know that? She and your dad were dating. 3 of us spent a lot of time here. We got used to this soft, steady beat.
Soft beat.
Why do you keep changing the
I don't really think that's steady. And it's definitely not soft.
Nice seeing ya.
When you're ready to get serious about brand development.
Rhythm, rhythm. Not this way.
Why am I gonna... So, you know where...
Whoa, Spider-Man!
Alright, that's enough of that. Later, Spider-Man.
I'm not gonna find it over here. Pretty sure it's behind me. Yeah, it's subtle, but a good beat.
Things were good back then. Felt like they'd be good forever. Your mom got her first gig as a teacher. Your dad was new to being a cop. And I just started calling myself the Prowler. I figured we all kept secrets about our jobs. But last though, your dad's job and mine crossed paths too often.
Man, Uncle Aaron, if you would have been anything else, my mom and dad would have supported you all the way.
Today, I want to address some rumors making the rounds of the pool halls and sleazy bars. Supposedly, Wilson Fisk has been trying to destabilize Harlem in order to make it cheaper and easier for him to acquire properties. All from behind bars. Now, you all know my distaste for conspiracy theories. If there's proof, I will be the first to condemn malfeasance. But until that happens, it is poisonous, irresponsible, and wrong to repeat such baseless and inflammatory claims. That's the kind of behavior I'd expect from someone like Spider-Man, who several people have told me enjoys a destabilized neighborhood himself because it creates more crime and thus more opportunities for him to make himself look good. So, let's be careful what we say and stick to the facts. Okay, people?
New suit?
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here. Or lose them. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current? I could cheat it with venom. Nah. Oh, that's cool. Love how alive that feels.
After I started calling myself a Prowler, met my first client right under this sign. Neon flag's hard to miss. The crowd makes it easy to blend in. He wanted me to steal a painting. I looked across the square and saw your dad looking back at me. He never said anything, just turned and left. He didn't know everything, just that I was a thief. That was enough. I think he saw where we were headed long before I did.
If he would have tried to act right sooner, he would have forgiven you. I know he would have.
This sound always feels like someone's celebrating, even when it's just telling time. Your dad thought so too, so he had to include it.
A sound that tells time. Okay. Pretty sure phones can ring whenever. Has to be something else. Looks nice, but doesn't tell time.
Me.
I think it's back there. Nah, getting too far away. He said it sounded like a celebration.
Oh wow, Spider-Man!
It really is the most wonderful time of man. Just walk away.
Watch it.
I'm not gonna find it over here.
Some friends are waiting on me, so got around.
Time, celebrating, something that does both.
Come on, shake a leg.
Pretty sure it's behind me. No clocks around here. Oh, the church bells.
Knocked down.
Fun is nice.
Hate to leave you hanging. No clocks, that's it. Ringing on the hour.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us some milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. I don't know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying, but he believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, things got complicated between them.
Hey, pod listeners. This episode is part of my series, Underground Exposed. Spider-Man recently took down an underground hideout in Greenwich, and we found evidence that the underground went to war against the Magia. Yes, that Magia, the old school crime family. Back then, there was no tinkerer, and the underground considered themselves a new class of criminal, the young mafia, if you will. They wanted respect, so they went after the crime families. The conflict sputtered out when Hammerhead staged the full-on takeover of the Magia, which indirectly saved the underground. Thanks for that, Hammerhead, you jerk. Till next time, if you're trying to change your habits, limit yourself to one change per month so you can stick to it. Goodbye.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound. What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Light, huh? Okay. I like that beat.
Like peanut
Not sure it's light, though. Oh man, this is making me hungry. Not really a light sound, but definitely distinctive.
Happy holidays, dude.
Later,
I've gotten 5 calls about morality campaign today. Those people don't.
Something distinctive.
Well, big Sudoku puzzle's not
don't
gonna
they
solve it.
realize the
Yeah. Wind chimes. That sounds good.
This plaza is where I had my first job. I was fresh out of high school. Didn't have the gear or the mask. Guy paid me to mug his boss. Rough him up, take everything in his wallet. Your dad found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. He never told our folks. He made me promise I'd stop stealing. Wish I kept my word. Deserve better.
I wish you had too. Maybe you and Dad would have stayed close. I can't imagine ever turning my back on my family.
Have fun with this one. I had a repeat client I always met here. Got real used to waiting, listening, hearing this sound running on a tight schedule.
A sound on a schedule. Pretty cool, but that happens all day. Not at specific times. Fairy horns! That's right.
Client I met here used to take the ferry over from Jersey. Working for him was good money, till he got busted. He's how your dad found out about the Prowler. Not that it was me, but that a thief was making it big in New York, and your dad volunteered for the case. I could feel him closing in. I had to try and guess which would be worse. If I told him, or if he caught me.
That'd been me. I don't know what I'd do. But that can't be the only reason Dad cut him off. Not if he fessed up. Just wasn't Dad.
Hey, young blood. You got almost everything you need for the track. You just unlocked the spot where you can find the last piece. Hope it works for you.
Spot in Harlem. Wonder what the last piece is.
Say cheese! We all got places to be!
I gotta admit, Harlem's got a pretty dope vibe. Not Brooklyn, but dope.
Hey, Dana fans! You're tuning into my 4-part series, Underground Exposed. While Spider-Man was shutting down the Underground's hideout in the Upper East Side, I found evidence of their days partnering with the Tombstone's gang. Yep, you heard that right. They worked together off and on until an Underground killed one of Tombstone's people. Cue violent feud. The Underground were horribly, hopelessly outgunned. Then Tombstone was hauled off to prison, and not long after, the Tinkerer became their new leader and supplier. You can find more details on my blog. Till next time, try to tackle your hardest work between 2 and 3 p.m. Seriously, you're at peak attention span then. Bye!
Man in subway tunnels. Guess a good thief needs a good hideout. Whoa! I'm kinda jealous of his lair. The lab. The basement thing. Always making upgrades. I definitely got my suit patching skills from Uncle Aaron. My mom bought him this at a flea market. It was a joke about... can't remember. He used to come to our place for dinner all the time. Guess he never learned to cook. Maybe I should take a few swings. Nah, I'd probably break it. Sequencer? Sampler? Vintage? Oh, has to be him and Dad's equipment. He was always way better at guitar than me. Uncle Aaron's got tabs all over the city. He must have been building his network for years. Use the sounds. Frequency lock? Something new every day.
Hey, kid. Hope the suit fits. You asked why me and your dad stopped talking. He was investigating the Prowler. It led him to my clients, people like Simon Krieger, Wilson Fisk. Dad couldn't afford to make enemies like that. Not with you and Rio in the picture. So I told him. Hoped he'd back off, and he did. For good. He didn't want me around. Didn't want you to turn out like me. Hope this suit helps you be better. Take care, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron, for everything.
Watch it!
You don't mind, right? Tough break.